Now, 24 years after taking an oath of office as governor of Nigeria's busiest state, Lagos, Bola Tinubu will, in the next couple of hours, take another oath of office, but this time as president of the world's most populated black nation. Rise News Senior Correspondent Oba Adeoye in this next feature takes a retrospective look at Tinubu's rise and reign as Lagos State Governor, his achievements, failures, and allegations of corruption.
I feel a great sense of fulfillment as I stand before this distinguished gathering on this occasion of the presentation of the pioneer beneficiaries of our job creation program to the people.
Many believe he is a man of destiny. Others say he is only smart enough to study the seasons and take advantage of elements around him all of the time. No matter how you want to describe him, the man Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Nigerian whose story is full of drama, mystery, suspense, and excitement. Officially, Tinubu was born on Saturday, the 29th of March, 1952, somewhere in the western part of Nigeria. Both date and place of his birth have remained subjects of controversy for as long as the man has been in public glare. But like a cat with 9 lives, he is always making progress, even with the baggage of these controversies. Long before 1999, when he won an election as the governor of Lagos State, the Chicago-trained accountant has been a newsmaker in the Nigerian political environment, both as a pro-democracy advocate and politician. Tinubu represented Lagos West Senatorial District at the Senate on the platform of the Social Democratic Party in 1992. That National Assembly, however, was not allowed to complete the traditional 4-year tenure before being truncated by the military. During the period leading to the 1999 general elections, Bola Tinubu got involved in the founding of the Alliance for Democracy, AD. Tinubu secured victory in the AD primaries for the governorship elections in Lagos State, surpassing Funsho Williams and Wahab Dosunmu, a former Minister of Works and Housing. In January 1999, he contested as the AD candidate for the position of Governor of Lagos State and successfully won the election, assuming the role of Governor of Nigeria's busiest city-state.
A little while ago, I took a solemn oath before you and Almighty God to abide by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to discharge my duty faithfully to all our people without fear.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was sworn in as the 12th Governor of Lagos State on May the 29th, 1999. His tenure spanned 2 consecutive terms from 1999 to 2007.
Love to think outside the box. The more outside, the more unconventional an idea was, the more excited it became. And that will explain so many things that he did that were not mainstream. At that time, the struggle with the PDP federal government was already out there. The enemies, or rather his opponents within Lagos State, both of various parties, were very active. And so it was like walking a tightrope. But he was ready for all those things.
He does not take mediocrity. He does not suffer fools gladly. He goes for what he perceives to be competence in recruiting his staff, both personal aides and governmental functionaries, and he demands the utmost from them in terms of application to the job, in terms of diligence, in terms of being meticulous, and above all, in terms of personal integrity.
Tinubu's administration implemented several policies and executed numerous projects that transformed the state in various ways. However, his tenure was a mixed bag of achievements and failings. Some analysts believe that one of Tinubu's notable achievements was his financial prudence. He inherited a debt profile of over 28 billion naira, which he cleared in 4 years, and introduced the Consolidated Revenue Fund, which made it difficult for local government councils to divert public funds.
He introduced the Oracle computerization system, and the Oracle computerization system helped to block loopholes in the revenue profile of the state, right? And made more funds available. So he went to the capital market, raised funds. Then the opposition will say, how can you go to the capital market? How can you, this is a state, this is not a private business. But later on, when they saw the success, even the federal government now followed suit.
Because having been into finance and having been an auditor, having been involved in transforming many organizations, particularly Aramco, for example, in going there, going to a company, auditing it, identifying its problems, and implementing change programs, which he also did at Mobile. The Lagos thing came to him more as a professional challenge. He also thought outside of this, in terms of investment. It was also, the Lagos State was also the original pioneer founders, of Econet Wireless. You remember, and that helped not just to push the state into a large investment area. Later on, the profits from the Econet Wireless helped to shore up the finances of Lagos State.
Tinubu's financial reforms led to an increase in the state internally generated revenue, reportedly from 600 million naira in 1999 to over 10 billion naira in 2006. Another significant accomplishment of Tinubu's administration was his massive infrastructural development. Governor Tinubu led the initiation or revamping of several infrastructure projects, including road networks, bridges and flyovers throughout the state during his tenure. Notable examples of these projects are the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, the Third Mainland Bridge, and the Alimosho-Yano-Ipaja Road. In June 2005, Governor Bola Tinubu commissioned the redeveloped 1.4 billion naira federal government-owned Agege Motor Road, promising not to seek refund from the government at the center for the funds spent on the project. This attracted a lot of commendation.
Roads were in shambles. Although the immediate past administrator, Mawa, tried in terms of patching the roads and what have you, but the backlog, Mawa did not stay through it long enough, right? The backlog of bad roads was so terrible. I mean, if you see all the roads he built, Kudrat Abiola or Lekun, to go from Ikeja to Ojota before 1999 will take you like 2 hours. But see, Ikotu Igondo, last Suiba, Aulo Road Ikoyi, Adeola Odeku, VI, Oba Shekomade Road, Ikorodu, Lawansi, Tiroju Elegba, so many like that. Those roads, over 20 years, no potholes.
The decision-making process is so popular, democratic, that I don't think there's anyone who does not participate in decision-making. Anyone, Interestingly, even the boys on the streets that hail him, he listens to them. People forget that when he was governor, almost every evening, you will find a place next to the roundhouse where in the evening people will be, it was like a Yabis corner of sorts. People will be harassing him, oh, you have not done this, you have not done that, and he will be responding to them. But he picked information because those are information from the streets.
To improve traffic management and emergency response in Lagos, Tinubu established 2 agencies, namely the Lagos Traffic Management Agency, LASMA, and the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA. He is also credited for initiating the Bus Rapid Transportation System, popularly known as BRT, built on by his successor, Babatunde Raji Fashola. Apart from infrastructure development, Tinubu also prioritized social welfare programs aimed at improving the lives of Lagos residents. The Eco project of his government focused on providing clean water and sanitation facilities in local communities across the state. It is also on record that Governor Tinubu worked towards ending power outages in Lagos by signing a $800 million deal with an American firm to supply uninterrupted electricity to Lagos residents. That project, however, did not materialize fully under Tinubu. Under Tinubu's leadership, the Ikeja General Hospital underwent a transformation, evolving into the renowned Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH. This institution set a high standard for healthcare facilities nationwide, serving as a model for other states to emulate. Additionally, completion of the abandoned hospital projects at Akodu and Igondo and the rehabilitation of 2 blocks at the Lagos Island Maternity Hospital are 2 of the many interventions in the area of health. Tinubu spearheaded the construction of 49 new primary health care centers throughout the state, providing essential medical services to local communities. Furthermore, he ensured the refurbishment of 9 existing primary health care centers, enhancing their capabilities and improving access to quality health care for Lagos residents.
In creating hospitals, Omushin did not have a hospital. Alimosho, which is still the largest local government in the country, at that time, did not have a hospital. Shomolu did not have a hospital. It made it a duty to begin to create hospitals for these people so that more people, will be able to have access.
He introduced various programs. You had the free education, the free health for the aged above 60, children under 15, and antenatal care, free antenatal care for women. He had the free cleft lip corrective surgery, that is those with cleft lip. He had the free limb deformity corrective surgery. He had free treatment for malaria, for leprosy, for tuberculosis.
Not just that, having established the general hospitals, it now went lower to start creating the primary health care centers. And the rule was that in each ward, there must be a primary health care center. So that for common ailments, antenatal and stuff like that, you will go to that level, which is the primary health care. And that was also influenced by Professor Olikoye Lasop-Kuti, who chaired the Committee on Health when they created the original 37 committees to look at various areas of government where there could be improvements in our recommendations.
Then there was massive pumping of funding into LASUTH and into the Lagos State College of Medicine, University College of Medicine, right? New facilities, new employment of more staff, and what have you.
As governor, Tinubu made significant investment in education, but his policies have also been criticized for being elitist and for favoring private schools over public schools in the state. In the year 2000, Governor Tinubu implemented free education in all public primary and secondary schools. Governor Tinubu's contributions to education were significant, and he initiated the construction of 4 state-of-the-art Millennium Secondary Schools that offered 39 classrooms, staff rooms, libraries, laboratories, and 60 toilets, creating a new model for public educational institutions in the country. Other areas of achievement of the administration of Bola Tinubu as governor of Lagos State include the reduction of crime in the metropolis. Tinubu was credited with the implementation of a number of initiatives, including the creation of the Rapid Response Squad, a special police unit that was tasked with combating armed robbery and other violent crimes. Bola Tinubu played a key role in the development of the Atlantic City project. He was the governor of Lagos State when the project was first conceived, and he was instrumental in securing the necessary approvals and funding. Despite his achievements, Tinubu is not free from criticisms. His opponents have accused him of being authoritarian and of using his political power to enrich himself and members of his immediate family. However, his supporters argue that his leadership has been transformational and his contributions to Nigerian politics and Lagos State's development cannot be overstated. In 2011, 4 years after his tenure as governor, the Code of Conduct Bureau arraigned Mr. Tinubu over allegations of operating foreign accounts during his term in office between 1999 and 2007. There have also been allegations that during Tinubu's tenure as governor, he maintained secret control over one of his companies, a consulting firm known as Alpha Beta, responsible for handling Lagos State taxes. According to these accusations, the company was granted the contract while Tinubu held office as governor.
All these allegations have been investigated thoroughly, nothing incriminating. I filed against him. He left office in 2007. Between 2007 and 2015, he was the leader of opposition in Nigeria, giving PDP a lot of headache. They had every opportunity to probe him, find him guilty, send him to prison. It was not until 2015 that his party began to control the federal government. So what are people saying?
The PDP did everything possible to destabilize that government. Everything possible. Meetings were held in Abuja, to see how they could foment trouble, how they could use the unions to create disaffection. Everything was put into it by the PDP, to frustrate, to destabilize, and the people stood with that government because the government responded adequately to their needs. So when people say authoritarian, many of them do not understand what it means to be authoritarian. I would say he's a populist because before he takes a decision, he engages everyone.
When you find leaders who are effective, who are functioning, you cannot avoid those kind of mudslinging. Every attempt to bring them down.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's tenure as governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007 was marked by a mix of achievements and controversies. His administration's financial prudence, infrastructural development, and social welfare programs significantly transformed the state. However, criticism arising from the forced eviction of residents during urban renewal projects and allegations of corruption, among others, leave a stain on his achievement in office. Despite these controversies, Tinubu's political influence in Lagos remains strong, and his contributions to the development of the state cannot be denied. Oba Adeoye, Arise News, Lagos.